talk about a collab with a fellow beauty. Super excited about it. And for the first time ever, just outside just a little bit to show with you guys. But you got to be inside of the galère, and it's free to get inside of the galère. So I will absolutely drop the link to that so that you can join the galère. And so I'm super excited about this. We are going to wait for a tad for people to come on because the Facebookers be Facebooking. And I'm streaming live from Facebook as well as YouTube. So you can absolutely join on YouTube if you are not. Absolutely join our channel and subscribe and all of the good things. I am just doing some housekeeping while I wait for some people to come on. Say hello, say good afternoon, say good evening. Wherever you are coming from, say it with your chest. I am so excited to be here today and really excited about this. Hey, Queen Lynette, how are you? And really excited about this collab, right? So this was the first time that I created a print that was like, I have a style, I am distinctive, but I know Shamere Young. What we doing? I'm just showcasing the prints from Shamere Young and my collab together to create her a beautiful print that tells her story of who she is and why she shows up in the world that she does, the way that she does. And so I had the honor of putting her personality into print form, into color, into something that would be printed on a fabric. And so that's what today is really about. So definitely around these parts, we say hello, we say good afternoon, we say how we doing, because real life, this is us connecting and staying together. Hold on, I'm trying to just make sure I didn't moderators or nobody knew. I just was doing something. I said, let me go live. Let me go live. Let me go live to actually uh uh let me go live. Sorry, I just had to delete somebody off of YouTube who was saying very lewd and nasty things. Afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Uh, Good afternoon. Is it afternoon yet? It is. It is 12:29. And so I've been up since 6 o'clock, can't sleep. My brain is going a million miles a minute. However, I'm really excited because I got a lot done. So maybe there is something to waking up early, rising early, leaving, like, all that stuff. So again, let's do some housekeeping. Hey, my name is Sharon and I am the designer of G'wan by Sharon. Today's live is about, today is the last day that I make this print accessible to everyone, to people that could choose. I am a designer. I create prints, and when the prints are gone, they are gone. There's no backspace. There's no thing. You're gonna be jelly if you didn't get the print, right? And so I just want to showcase them live. I've sent out emails in the group. People have seen photos of Shamere and I rocking the prints, but now you kind of get to see them up close and the beautiful color. And I could tell you the story about behind me creating these prints. I am a print designer. I love prints. This print was a stock print. I usually create prints for all season, all the time. This is what I love doing. It's my love language to express myself through prints for clothing. I am a designer. I have over 30 years working in the fashion industry. Just saying that, like literally just saying that, like freaks me out. Like it 30 plus years I've been sewing, creating, designing. I went to fashion school, graduated in 2000. What was that? That was 25 years ago. And so here we are. And I am now owning my own company and being able to create amazing things. So I did a collab with Shamere Young of Shamere Young Beauty. So you can head over to shamereyoung.com and see what she is doing. And I'm wearing her makeup today. So her lashes, her eyeshadow, and her clear lip glossy and blush and stuff like that. Even down to the eye pencil. It's all like Shamere Young Beauty. So, hey Parla, how are you? I remember when I used to was just a dream. It was all a dream. I used to work Wake Up Magazine. Right? So I am here and I am just elated at this collab. So we have, I had created Shamere about 5 prints. And she could not choose from the 5 prints. So hey Danita, hey Porla, listen, so she couldn't choose from the 5 prints. She decided on 2 and I was like, they both work together, so why not? They say 2 different things. And I know Shamere personally for several years, and she was having an event, and I said, yo, I will sponsor your event. And she was like, what? I said, you know what? I'm going to create a print that says you to me how I see you. She was elated, excited, and it was, here we are, right? Love her ever since. Thank you so much, Danita. So we are going to talk about the prints that we have, what they mean, and all of the things. So this is Peacock lore, and it's so hard in terms of color. There is a literal peacock in here. You see the feathers coming down. They're actually in the repeat. In the repeat, there's 1 peacock, and a repeat is kind of just, and like really, I'm a designer. You know, some people out here saying they're designers. No, like I'm a designer. Hey, hey, Miss Frankie. Hey, Veronica. So I'm a designer. Okay. Hey, Alicia. How are you guys? I know it's random, and I just came on because I was like, you know what? I need them to see this print up live and personal. And because of our school platform, it is a little bit, this is the way that we got to do it. So actually, hold on. I wanted to throw that link into school as well. So let me do that right now. Hey Kimberly, I answered you back. Not sure if you got that. Okay, so the first one is Peacock lore. And so the way that I see Shamere is, we are both Leos. Our birthdays are less than a week apart. And we are the same person in terms of personality, tenacity, drive, that we are here for it. We like all the drama. We like all the sparkles. We like all the drags. We are very much that girly type of person. And so when I created Peacock lore, again, there were 5 prints that I gave her, that I worked on for her, and she could not choose. She boiled it down to 2 and was like, you pick. And so you can't ask me to pick because I want them all. They're my babies, right? And so, hey, Reese. Hey, Takora. Hey, Kimberly. Is that off the shoulder? Which? This is just my tube top. My life tube top. So what I'm wearing today, easy breezy, It's summer esque outside. Summer-esque outside. So you know what I say, leopard is a neutral. And so right now I just got on shorts, jean shorts, and my tube top. And when I go outside, I am going to grab a river and throw that on because guess what? Leopard is a what? Child. If you know, you know. Okay. Hey, Gail. How are you, Queen? So this is Peacock Lore. She is the bold, the vibrant, the beautiful part of. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you, Jakora. You are so amazing. And it was such a treat meeting you and Chesney. Like, you guys are just the epitome of Southern charm. I just loved it. And I love being down there. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get no crackling, no raccoon, no squirrel, no vermin, no. I'm just mad I didn't get none of that. But you know, I digress. I digress. So here's Peacock Lore. She is bright. There are the pops of the teal. And what I wanted to do was keep the peacock kind of like traditional in her traditional colors, but again, making her super, super abstract. And it for me, creating this print was kind of ethereal in that way of making it like we're in another realm, galaxy. Shamere is very spiritual. She's very much girly, but she's very much bold and spicy. And so it's so great to be able to put that here for her. And so the reds and the oranges and the hot pink and grounding her with that navy, right? That's that grounding. So all the colors were really pulled together to kind of just show the dimension of who she is. And having these abstract shapes of cloud-like, ethereal kind of vibe, whimsical, if you must, in the way that she is. But I gotta tell you, if you know me, I love some I love some polka dots, right? And this tube top is online. So, hey, Miss Joycelyn, I was just saying it was such a treat to meet you guys. This tube top is online and you can grab it. It's Life, Lyfe, tube top, and I think it's called like Cheetah. It's in the sale section. We got a couple of sizes left. Listen, we out here living in these parts, okay? What piece is that I'm wearing? This is just a Tula skirt. This is basically what this is. A Tula skirt, I just had it longer. That's all. It's just a little longer. I wanted a little more length. So she is bold, she is beautiful, and again, the vibrancy is amazing. After I'm finished with the live on Facebook, I will drop some pictures of me and Shamere. If you are not on my email list, sis, you missed that email from yesterday that I sent. So head over to G'wanBySharon.com and a pop-up will pop up. Join our email list. Trust me, you don't want to miss this because it's everything. Hey, Avenel. Thank you. Hey, Sharice, how are you? No, the peacock dress. The peacock dress? No, it's not off the shoulder. The peacock dress, the peacock lore that Shamere had on, there was like a Nobu. That was it. That was what it was. Okay? So this is the other print. And remember, we had 5 prints. We put it down to 2. And none of us could decide. And I go, they both work together, right? And for me, thank you so much, Sharice. I so appreciate you sharing. Hold on. This is, the second print is called Feathered Flame. Why? Because Shamere, if you know her, she's a flame. Not in a bad way, just in a, like, you got to be around her to just know that energy. She just has this light beaming out of her. And so that's why I named it this. But this is kind of the softer, but very still bold side of her. So what I wanted to do is capture both women, the bold of her, and then there's still the softer side that most people don't get to see because we're like real life friends. Let me see if I could holler at her and let her know that I'm live if she want to come on. Give me a sec. I don't know if she can because she has clients, but I sent her a message to see what if she could join us. Yeah, girl, shut up. You ain't shared. So, oh, thank you. So larges and extra larges are available on the site. I am wearing an extra large, even though my boobaloobs are super huge. Shut it, Charisse. Shut it. So this is Feathered Flame. So now we're talking purples, peaches, corals, a little pop. There's no actual peacock like lore, but you have her feathers creating movement and depth and just moving through, because that's what Leos do. We come through, right? We come through and do things. And so this is what she is. The colors, again, are stunning, right? And it's so kind of galactical. This one, I wanted to have like a galactical vibe to it. Still whimsical. If you look, there's polka dots in there. Again, why? Because I love the polka dots, right? And anytime that I could put polka dots in something, I will. It's either black and white or polka dots. So if you look at my prints, you would see that is kind of my thing, right? And as a designer, I've changed over the years, and I'm sure in a year, 2 years from now, my print style would change. This is one of my prints. This is another one of my prints. You can see the black and white. You can see the polka dot, right? This is another one of my prints. You can see the black and white. It's like this line. However, they are different enough. They are different enough that they're not the same, right? And so for me, because our black and white collection is coming soon, bye-bye, okay? That it is, hey doctor, how you doing? Good afternoon, Shamere. Shamere is here. How do we can we get Shamere on the live, on this live? How do we do that? Can we do, wait, are we still allowed to do that? To add somebody to the live? How do we do that? Hold on. Facebook done changed up some things. How can we do that? Can I ask Facebook a question while I'm live? No. No, that ain't it. Can we? Link? No. Okay. I don't see that add somebody to a link anymore. Shamere, do you know? Let me ask real quick. She can request, I believe. All right. So, okay. So let's see. Shamere is way more skillful than I am when it comes to technology, okay? And so this is the whimsical version of, so this is Feathered Flame. And people who are inside of the galère, you know what to do. These are G'wan Create moments that you can choose what print you want. But did you see how great they work together as well? You know, I'm the queen of the print mashup now. Well, no, Dorisa. D is, okay? Let me take that back. Queen Savage is the queen of the mashup. I am just a mere mortal next to her. But I love prints being so juxtaposition of each other. So you have a softer version of Shamere, and then you have this bold version of Shamere, but they work together. Anybody could tell me why they work together? And it was intentional, right? And so we love doing that as G'wan gals. We love being able, I'm trying to get this print to be, I probably need a hanger. Hold on. Because I'm trying to get it to show. And it looks like Facebook took that. I have not been on Facebook. Like we used to do that in a group a lot. So you can, let's put her on a hanger too. So that way it's easier for you guys to see her. Oh man, that sucks. Facebook stay changing things. So Peacock lore, and you have featured flame, and they work perfectly together. Why? Because when you are doing, yeah, come through, Miss Gail says, because there is an anchor color. Good job. Good job. That's what it is. There has to be a anchor color that goes through each print that pull it together. So I did a couple of anchor colors that work together so that it can pull each other together. Oh, Christy, I didn't see that you said that, but it doesn't matter anyway. Right? So it is, we got the navy. We got that little peach color. Oh no, that's the waistband. I added that waistband there. We got the navy and we got the Turk. Right? Well, you got the peachy color inside of here. But so there's like 2 or 3 colors that we did that we anchor that crosses the boundaries. That's hey Shamere. Wait, you could come on YouTube, right? I think so. Let me see. Oh. Wait, what? Wait, I clicked something on YouTube and it went green screen. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We don't want a done with the green screen. Oh Lord. No green. Okay. I took that away. Let's see. Oh, no. I guess they're not doing that anymore on any platform where you can this is G'wan Create. So for all the G'wan gals in the galère, you are absolutely welcome to send an email send it. We are down 4 rolls of these prints. This is insane. So the people are loving it. They're loving our collab that we have together. And if you want a G'wan Create moment out of this, you send the email to info@gwanbysharon.com. info@gwanbysharon.com. I am so sorry that Shamere can't come on. We did not know. We probably would have did a Zoom and had that link. But again, I wasn't even thinking. I just got up like, yo, let me go live and showcase the both prints. And so again, you can absolutely, if you weren't on the iPhone, I would FaceTime you. Oh, I could FaceTime you from my other phone. Hold on. Hold on. I got you. All right, we figured a way around it. Yes. Where there is a will, there is a way. I guess they figured nobody's using those features and we haven't, so they took it away. And I get it. It's business. It ain't personal. It's business. It ain't personal. All right. So let's try Instagram. There is a request button there. That means I would have to hang it. Google says you can still join, but you have to enable the feature now. There is all three buttons that I see are not, they're not there. There's not a thing. Let my phone get a little charge. But yeah, that's crazy. But I'm sorry. This what happens, because on a whim, I'll just start saying, yo, I wanna go live. And that's okay. So thank you for Shamere for coming through. I really appreciate that. This when you have writers and people that show up for you. And so I definitely love that. And there will be more collabs with other business besties that I have that I could create for and really just kind of showcase the way that I see them. And so for me, this is the way that I can show love in print form that will be around long after I'm gone, right? Not to be morbid, but you know, this is the reality of it. And so I think that it's the most okay. Hey Jennifer. Yeah, I don't have enough phones to do that. Let me see. Well, my phone done dead, so we gotta wait a minute. All right, anybody got any questions, concerns, or if you're watching a replay, the rule is you just gotta be a part of the galère in order to be able to be a part of being able to do a G'wan Create. And so if you didn't get an email, it probably means that you are not a part of the galère, because I have different filters and things like that so that the email got sent to people who are a part of the galère. And this is a service where you get to choose a print. And God knows how many styles I have done throughout the years. I think I checked the other day and like I've had the galère for like 6 years. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? How did that go by so absolutely fast? I just have no idea how it went by so fast. But to have it for 6 years, the catalog of styles that I have, and once we have the pattern, it doesn't matter how far back you go. If you see a picture with Christy or somebody wearing something, just ask like, yo, I see this. I don't know what the name is. Do you have this pattern? I know what the names are, right? If I don't know, Christy know. But we have a master list. And in that time, girl, I ain't even gonna tell you how much styles I've made, because it's a time when it was every week I was just dropping new good stuff. And so you get to decide which print and which body that you want created for you. There is nobody out here giving you exclusive prints, giving you exclusivity to have your moments created for you in the body that you like and love, because you know, yo, I love a life tube top, and I'm gonna get me that life tube top in every print that Sharon drops. Why? Because baby, oh, look at Charlotte. Ah, she was so, oh my God, can you imagine? She don't even look like this anymore. Ah, she's growing up so fast. Listen, nobody in these internet streets out here giving you made in the US moments, okay? That's a dig on our peoples, right? Made in the US moments that you get to create. You're going to got to wait a couple of weeks, because guess what? It's being created for you. So be patient. Nobody's offering that. You do have a G'wan Create fee, because guess what? It's not mass produced. The factory has to cut each one by one, right? That's still manual labor. We are still here, and we pay our workers a not minimum wage, a living wage, so that they can feed their family, right? And that's important to us. I try to create, not even try, I am building a brand that is in integrity. I will never get too big and just out here not thinking about my community and what that shows up in. Even the African ones. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm having a hot flash. Everybody, give me a minute. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why are you like this? Why are you coming for me? Why are you doing this? I can't do it. Veronica. Christy, what are you doing? Yes, I do have the patterns for some. I don't have the pattern. I do not have the pattern for that burgundy dress with that big cascading. I don't have the pattern for that. But the other ones, I got the patterns for. I do. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes to the living wage, okay? So let's call Shamere. Oh, Lord, give me a minute. Ooh. Let's call Shamere. And hopefully we don't have any Shamere Young. I'm gonna call you from a weird number. You probably don't even know this number. You're gonna be like, who? All right. Let's go. All right, all right, all right. We getting Miss Thing on the phone. Whoo, child. Is you in the bathroom?
You know, I had to go put on a bra. You know it's Monday. I went and put on a bra, and I had to put on.
Yes. Woo.
They gonna sleep on it, and I don't want y'all to sleep.
You see, don't sleep on it. Okay. Woo!
I ain't got no makeup. The print she just.
Woo! Yes. Friend came through. Friend was like, hold on, let me put on my good bra.
Let me put on my bra.
Because it's Monday and it's her off day. So literally, I wasn't really expecting her to even pull up, because I know it's her off day. We don't bother each other on Mondays unless it's absolutely necessary.
Okay. But I think they need to see the stretch.
Okay, put that stretch for them. Woo! Wee!
Okay, the stretch is there. I actually got on biker shorts because I was not dressed for live. So I have on biker shorts under this, right? But you still don't have any bulk.
You see that?
The fabric is no bulk.
Yes. You see that, guys? Like, it is gorgeous,
It's stretch.
right?
Stretch.
We
I need them to understand that. Y'all got stretch.
okay.
Don't get that everywhere.
People don't understand, right? So we getting prints, and so I was telling them how we had 5 prints, and you chose 2, and you was like, just pick one. I can't choose, and she was like, this is the hard choice. It took her a couple of days, probably a week, to come back and say, yo, I can't choose between these. Do it, and I couldn't choose, so I got them both because I was like, they work together. So when she got her package, she was like, wait, what? Wait, what? I was like, we gonna just give them 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and we rock. Both work. They work so. Like, to me, tomorrow this is wearing it to my son's graduation, to his Montessori graduation, because it's soft but it still pops, right? So it's like mommy, but mommy. Okay, so
Right? Because the Peacock lore says, girl, I am here. This she could go be mom and be a little demure and show up, but still not show up, right? So you got to decide. You got to decide. All right, Queen Peacock, you are wearing that. Yes.
Take this print with anything, like, think denim jacket.
Can we see other prints for no. Don't, no. Veronica, you out, girl, you doing stuff like Christy. You asking questions like Christy. Can we see this for later? No, sis. What? Stop it.
What you want to see it with?
She want to see the other 3 prints that we rejected so that they can have G'wan create moments for later. She tried it. Like,
Girl, no.
we don't order sample yardages. We order bulk production of rolls, right?
Yeah.
And so I told them earlier we are almost done out of 4 rolls. I released it on Wednesday, I think Wednesday, and it's been ever like so. I don't want to tell you guys when it's done. Do you? Oh.
I just want them to understand. I just pulled this off my laundry rack. So if you got stuff in your closet, it's still a.
You see that? Look how beautiful that looks with that royal. And remember, we had Hollis, and Hollis, that baby lava, is that beautiful royal.
Oh, why is it showing blue? Hold on.
What is it? Purple, right?
No, this is let me turn off my mirror light.
Oh, it's the teal. Yes, teal color. That's sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that?
For me, I'm like, if I take this, if I have this as a top, even if I don't, I have this as a top and I need to go into the workplace, I still got bold color. I put on a simple blazer. Tones pop.
You guys see that? You see that? Don't be scared of prints.
Accessory.
Yeah. Girl, I don't got to say nothing else. Just let me hold the phone.
The print is an accessory. On those days when you don't want to do a lot, y'all looking at my face like, oh, she's slaying. I ain't putting nothing on. Lip off.
Lip
off. Lip off, right?
Thank you, Danita, for going over there. I appreciate you on YouTube. Thank you so much, Queen.
It's accessory. Like, it's just, you got stuff in your closet that's going to make this do its thing.
Right?
Already.
Right? And I've shared that.
A whole capsule.
You can mix and match it. So when people are asking me for designer's choice, so if you are not sure of what to get, send me an email, info@G'wanBySharon.com. DC. I know what that means. Designer's choice. I need your budget and I got the rest, right? Because if you've been shopping for me already, I understand. I know what's in your closet. I could do a quick search, see what solid pieces you got, and be able to do that. But what I do want to encourage people is to mix those prints. Some people love one print more than the other. And I'm not going to lie. Flaming Peacock lore.
Let me see. Let me try that one.
Yeah, Peacock lore has been the They're both selling greatly, but Peacock Lore has been leading the pack by probably like half of a roll, right? And so I keep telling people it is best to get both prints in something different. And some people go, no, I just want this. And that's cool. But this way you are able to split them up with some solid moments. And I'm gonna have more solid moments to take into the season. Now, I want to show you guys what this looks like. Is you back? Okay, hold on. I put the phone down. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to show you guys what those prints look like with a yummy black and white. Like so, like that. You got a black and white piece and you put that together with it. I'm just showing them how that, you see that?
Ooh,
You see that?
that
Just,
good.
right? So you could take
And
that.
that's what I grabbed.
Chartreuse and damn.
Chartreuse in there.
Okay, girl. Look how nice. Oh my God, that's cream summer.
So you know what I need now as my other create my top with my one shoulder.
Yes, you love a mystic. Yes.
I need a mystic. Because look how good this looks just with other bright colors. So when you want to play like real bold and you like, you know what? Let's just give it to them, everything. You got
Oh
these.
my God. That is so good.
Yummy. I
That-
think this is so yummy.
Don't you guys love that? So Shamere's saying we need a top in that? Yes.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You do. You do.
Matter of fact, I want this as a crop. This works just as a crop. Like this. You know me, I like a good crop.
This girl always ready to pop out her belly everywhere. You hear
That's
me?
right. Listen, these stripes is hard earned.
Yes. Yes to the mamas of the world, honey.
Listen, it's hard earned. We did some work. Okay? So, listen, it is what it is.
I love it. So Shamere, she doesn't have a favorite with these two because these are the ones that she loved. And what I loved about it most was that it was, again, the bolder side of her and still the softer side of her. And for me, it was mixing with her spirituality. She's very spiritual. She's very soft and girly. She don't always show that side out. If you're dealing with her on a nutritional coach level, she
It's
not.
this side.
This side.
I'm coming full force. No frou-frou. Let's get straight to it. No fluff, because we got things to do.
We got things to do. So, also, if you are out here and you are looking for a nutritional coach, I know that I saw that you changed up your Soka size class. Tell us about that.
So, I switched it because I realized that women like us aren't looking for the gym buff girl. We're looking for functional energy, functional movement, functionality of the wellness side, the physical activity side. And so I switched the class to what I call everyday energy, is because when you move your body, you create energy. You can't get energy from your body just from like weight loss. That's not what happens. You have to move it for it to build to give you more energy. And so that's what the class is about. We're just doing movements to different song genres. Soca is the top genre because I love soca. And soca has an energy like no other. You don't have to understand the words, and there's just an energy, right? So soca is in there, but so is Afrobeat, so is reggae, so are line dances, so is R&B. So we're just stretching, grooving, dancing, but also strength training, right? In 30 to 40 minutes, so that way we can help our body to produce more energy. Because that's what you want. You just want to feel better.
Oh, this is why I woke up at like 5:30 this morning, because I had an 8-mile walk yesterday. I woke up like, wait, why am I up? I totally forgot that I did that. Slept like a rock, didn't even get up to use the bathroom, and I'm awake and still just feeling very energized. Miss Joycelyn said, and sweating. And sweating, right?
It's that good sweat. It's that time when you realize, like, because I don't like the sweat, but when I'm already feeling good, I don't even pay attention to the sweat. The sweat is almost like, oh, this is my reward. I did that. That's why I'm glistening, because I did that. Like, I produced what my body needed. This ain't a hot flash. So, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah,
I love that, and I'm gonna join, and I'm trying to be, you know, I'll start and then drop, because I get home and I'm exhausted from my day, and I know better, and I don't know what happened, but I love that concept, because it's like, oh shit, this is why I have energy, so I can really maximize on what I'm doing. Miss Joycelyn said, I don't like to sweat either, but I don't mind it in your class. Yes. So if you need some place to work out, build energy, we are ladies of a particular age. And what does that mean? Our body ain't snapping back like it used to. We can't eat all the snacks like we used to. And we are never going back. And I said this the other day on my Monday G'wan Style Your Life podcast. This is the youngest your body will be. Right? So we got to stop beating it up. Embrace where we are in our lives. We are still here. We are still breathing. How many of us have lost loved ones along the way? We are still here. We are still breathing. Give your body what she needs in form of nutritional food, as well as movement. I don't eat processed food. I don't even go down the aisles, because they don't, if it's not over here in the produce section, I'm not eating it, right? And this is real life, because this is what my body likes. Shamere and I went through a whole thing where I had to change my eating, and she's helped me. God, I feel like she's been my nutrition coach for like well over 6 years. We went through ups, down, then the body change, and then I'm like, I don't understand, and then it's up, down again, and up, down again. So it's a constant thing.
Adjustment.
There we go. But what I will say about Shamere being Shamere as a nutritional coach, she don't beat you up real bad, but she'll hold your ass accountable for what you decided that you want for your life, right?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Can't nobody want nothing more than you do. Can't nobody want something in your life more than you do. Because we have to execute on it, right? Like, it's a, you know, we can go to these conferences and, you know, take these classes and all that. You can get all the degrees. But the execution beyond that has to come from one person. That's you. And so it don't serve me, it don't do me any good to beat you up if you probably already beating yourself up, right? So my whole focus is, how do we get around beating ourselves up to action? And that's where I'm really, like, I'm really with people who are about, like, how do we get to the action? I mean, you know, things are happening in life. We know that. We know that. You know that, right? Things are happening, and they're going to continue to happen, because that's life. But how do we get around those things and not let them just, how do we, you know, when you see a rock in the path, you typically don't step on it, you walk around it. Well, why do we keep walking on those rocks in our path? Why are we not pausing and walking around it?
What? Wait, let me get my holy cloth. Ooh, child. Ooh, shabalosis. Ooh, what? Girl, that was a word. That was
why we not, sis? Why we see the rock, we don't pause and say, okay, this is a rock, and it's in the way of what I'm doing. Why are we stepping on the rock instead of going around the rock? Find a different way around.
Twisting our ankle, jacking up our feet.
Or just looking at the rock.
You better talk. Staring at the rock, waiting for the rock to move.
And the rock like, sis, this is my job. My job is to stay fixed. I'm doing my job.
I'm right here.
I'm right here.
That's how I be watching the people who are on the right side of the walking path. I'm not moving.
Yeah, I saw you this morning. I was like, you're right. Girl,
walk on your side. the rules that apply on the driving, and what's crazy is because in St. Croix we drive on the other side, so the rules are different there. The rules are always where you drive is where you walk, where you ride your bike, where you go down the escalator. But people out here just nope. I keep walking like I don't see them. Cause what is that game called? Chicken. Oh, I could play chicken. We're gonna walk right into each other.
Let's see who do. Cause I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep moving. It's like the door at the store. It's okay if you walk in the door through the door that says exit, but do understand if I'm exiting, I'm not moving for you because you came in on the wrong side. It's cool if you chose to, but I'm not moving.
Nope, and no. Okay? Okay? So we went off on other tangents because that's what we do in these parts. But I thought it was important for you to know what Shamere does. She also does makeup. I have on her makeup today. Got on her glass, got on her lashes, got on her eye makeup, my brows. And I went to her class live in South Carolina. Hopefully she does it again. I got to tell you, that was amazing. And I think I'm following the rules now. I am. See? Because it's one thing. I've had private lessons with her to learn to put on lashes, private lessons to learn how to put on my foundation, do my eyebrow, all the things. But it was something about her staring at me like, girl, what is you do? Why are you pulling that down? Why are you pulling that up? Don't do that. Do this. And I felt like I was in kindergarten getting spanked on my knuckles, right? Because she was just like, and I thought that she was too busy with like a Takora or Arlette. Nah, girl, she like whipped around like, what are you doing? I was like, what, you got eyes in the back of your head? Like, what are you doing? Right? So definitely go to her website, shamereyoung.com. Sign up for the email. Why? Because you want to know when she drops it again. Hey, Glenda, how are you, Queen? I saw when you came in, we were in the middle of chit-chatting. And yes, Veronica, you definitely need another order. And no, don't say that. Nobody said nothing about no rummy cakes. Don't do that, Queen Sweets. Nobody said that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So again, if you want a great experience to be able, and I was in the corner telling. That was Chesney. She was ratting me out.
Listen, I was going around there. I was like, what you doing over there? Why you ain't got that product?
It was such a good experience. The ladies were amazing. The venue was, that's all I gotta say. You had to be there. You had to be there to be there. Next year, I'm just flying straight to South Carolina. I'm not driving 2 hours from North Carolina because somebody told me it was an hour and 15 minutes, but they didn't tell me that they drive 120 miles an hour.
Yeah, and it wasn't me, y'all. She's not talking about me. She's talking about the Popo. The Popo gave her that information.
I have to follow the rules of the law.
And he does not.
Okay, so they see his car, they know what that is. Oh, let him go. Right. I cannot do that. I've had to follow the rules of the law. So if you absolutely, I think that you should, we definitely need to grab this G'wan Create, get these moments. You got 2 amazing prints to choose from. And if you need help deciding on a style, all you got to do is just say, I need help. And I'm more than happy to help you navigate that journey. It is something amazing. Shamere has been wearing Black Label. So tell them how, don't tell them about the Black Label, sis, because don't tell them about the Black Label because we're not doing the Black Label. But just tell them how great it is and what a nice experience it is. Your experience, let me not put words in your mouth. Your experience of being able to have a G'wan Create moment that from G'wan. What is that experience for you?
It's what I call luxury. For me, it's luxury because I always envisioned when I walked into a high-end store, like if I'm going to be spending $400 on a top, this top is going to fit me perfect, right? And so I remember going into a Louis store trying on a top and skirt, and the skirt. Let me stop lying. I didn't even try on the skirt because even though the skirt was a 12, I still couldn't get in the skirt. Okay. And so I was in this, so I'm squeezed up in this, and I'm like, I'm gonna pay $1,200 for a label that don't fit me. So excuse my language, but I was like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing that. That makes no sense to me, right? And so my first experience with luxury was in that, and then I was just like, I was thrown off by it because I'm like, I don't understand paying money to be uncomfortable in something that makes no sense to me. And then my husband conspired with Sharon.
He did.
It made me my first custom moment. And once I experienced that, I was like, this fit me. No matter what I'm doing, it fit me. Even when I gained 15 pounds, it still fit the curves of my body. I had to put them on Spanx, but it fit me. So that felt luxurious to me. And it didn't break the bank. And so since then, it's like, whether it's G'wan Create or Black Label, I'm in. Because I know once I put it on, it's going to fit me. And when you have stuff created for you, you get to see your body for what it is and not what the world wants you to think it should look like. You get to see your body for what it is and not trying to compete with what social media has says we all should look like. You get to just see your body and like enjoy it. So I don't really care about if somebody be like, the only reason I put on Spanx is because my body eats fabric, and so I don't be wanting y'all to see where my navel at and where the other stuff at. But I don't care what people got to say about how much stomach I got left, because baby, we are well and we feel great. And these curves is curving, okay? The cellulite is celluliting, and the fabric ain't making them. And look, the fabric making them look better, okay? They're not looking bad; they're looking better. Let me stand up so you can remember why we like what we.
You see that? She don't got on no Spanx. She got on her little biker shorts that she works out in under there because, you know, I called her at the last minute. That's Peacock lore. You want that. We need that print. And I mean, everybody knows she got a whole donkey booty. Hey, Veronica, how are you? And definitely no mousse.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, I know the lie. But, I mean, you can't. This is luxury to me because every time I pull it off the rack, I know it was cut and fit for my body. And I can spend all the money on whatever society says a luxury label, and I still will not get that experience.
Thank you.
I still will not.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That warms my heart because I create clothing for real women who live real lives and want real style. Point blank, period. I don't care about all the other things, and we live in a society where, you know, people want to have particular brands and all this thing because they've been whatever. However, it is about fit, not about sizing, not about all of that stuff. We need to get out of our heads. How does it fit? How does it fit your body? And does these brands make you feel bad about having more hips, having a bigger booty, being more curvaceous? Because they don't align for that. In all honesty, I worked in corporate for many years, designed for many brands and many stores. I could go on and on, but I got to tell you, I couldn't wear the clothes that I designed because I have to design and do my job and stay within that sizing structure that our labels had created. And you know, at one time I was dealing with 25 stores, right? I had a team and we were balancing it all out. And every store has a different sizing chart. And guess what? My job is to make sure that everything fits all the stores, all the sizing charts. And I never was able to wear any of my own designs. And so when I had the opportunity to create G'wan, it was like, no, it's going to fit real women that look like me, that society says we are not perfect. Oh my God, you are a 1X. It's a mama size. You are ugly. You are awful. You need to look a certain way. No, no, we live in a society already that demonizes us for having the skin color that we have. I refuse for us to beat ourselves up. And so my brand is really about empowering women to just love yourself. Fuck them. Fuck them. Right? And so G'wan Create is that way for you to love on yourself and pour in yourself and have something cut. Now, please note, if I got to sew something for you and I got to create something for you, that's a whole different price point. Right?
Oh, can I show a G'wan Create that I did that I thought was like I did myself?
Okay, you see Shamere's off into the running, right? But I love that about us. And this way you get to be able to create something that's just for you. And a lot of times, I got to tell you, some of you come with some amazing stuff and I go, I ain't even Oh, that was a moment. And you still rock that.
Yes.
That you see, I've always loved stripes. I've always loved stripes.
And the sleeves on this is like so dope. It's like,
and it's a crop top because
and it's a crop top. But you did it so that I could feel I could be crop and bloated because it has that little drape that you did with the edge, so it kind of like curves a little bit and not so straight across. So loved it.
Yep.
They probably like, what you talking about? And now I can't help it because I'm like, y'all gotta understand.
So it's like a curve. So I made the front of the hem a little curve. So for bloated days, that the hem would still be straight across. And even if you have non-bloated days, it would still work perfectly, right? So she could put that there, boom. You see the little curve that is showing? And it's perfect. It works well. It's always the little things that make such a difference. Because I'm a knitwear designer. Some people don't know by trade, I'm a knitwear designer. That's what I specialized in college. So knits, I can do things with knits, mix knits with woven. It's just my thing, right? And I love it. So Lynette says, I am so happy I was invited to G'wan and finally found my tribe to with fashion. The women, yes. Some of the men in my church compliment me just about every Sunday. Yes. Yes. So I want to thank Shamere. Any last minute words about your bespoke print? Like, how does that make you feel that you got prints that I see you? And how did you feel looking at these prints and me creating these for you? Like we right here. We right here.
Truthfully, it took me a minute to process it and sit in it because I was like really full that I could see myself in fabric. And I don't know if you just take the time to pause of being able to, we talk maybe about ourselves, we write about ourselves, we look at ourselves in the mirror, but just like to have it reflected back to you through something, right? And so sitting, looking at the print, I'm like, I felt seen. A little vulnerable too, because with the softer print, like a lot of people don't know I have a softer side. And I do have both sides, and they're both colorful, but both exist. I don't give them to everybody because you have to be mindful with your energy, right? And so it was vulnerable because I was like, nope, put out both. And Sharon was like, are you sure? And I was like, yep, put out both.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And it's a vulnerable piece because, you don't know how things will be received. You don't even know how you are received in the world. But I do know that based off of how this was created, the mindset it was created behind the person who created it, and the energy attached to it, everybody who wears it will experience a light within that you forgot existed. And every time you put it on, you are going to be reignited with that colorful part of you that you forgot existed. Somebody burnt it out. Somebody told you it was too much, but you put it on and you're reminded. You might find yourself wearing it weekly because you're like, I'm back in my shit. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with this, and I hope everybody who get it feel it, because that's where we are with it. And it's a level of sisterhood, because if you don't know, in this small business world of Black women-owned businesses, people out there, like some of y'all who watching, no shade, no tea, try to put us against each other. When really behind the scenes, we are each other's shoulders to lean on. Because it's rough out here.
I've cried on hers many times, honey.
We are each other's shoulders. We are sharing. We are supporting. We are seeing each other's content out here like, yeah, sis. We sharing it with other people. We loving it. This ain't a competition for us, because we already know what path God put us on. He allowed us to meet up, and we here for a purpose. So it's not a competition. I want you to see and feel the love.
Yes. Yes.
It's love.
Only. We
And
both
anything
sell makeup. It's never a competition. She wear my makeup, I wear her makeup. It ain't.
Baby, we need back here collabing to, like, no, you need to change this on your side. Hey, why your picture change? Go ahead and resize. Add this app to the back end of the site. Let it update for you. Use what you have until we got more. What you doing, sis? Why you ain't post? Where your last email?
Do you hear? This is sisterhood. And so we want that for everybody. And this is what that is. And that was our intention, creating these things to make sure that you feel that. And I've been told, like, oh my God, every time I wear your clothes, I feel so empowered. I feel so sexy, because that's my intention. I am clear what my destiny and my gift is to this world, is to make women feel absolutely powerful, absolutely amazing, absolutely sexy as she is. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you are in life. I don't care what size you are. You are here. You are valid. You are important. And you are fly as fuck. I said it. Sorry, mommy. Right? Some words you just ain't got no other words but that word. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other word but that word. If you know what I'm saying? I remember somebody saying, oh, people who are not smart curse. I'm pretty goddamn smart. Okay? And I curse a lot. And I used to drink rum, but I don't drink rum like before. But I do on special occasions. I'm glad my mom encouraged my creativity. She told me she made lots of my clothes when she was living. I had coats that she made for me. Woo! That probably last 20 plus years, Miss Lynette said. Yep, in the office. Miss Joycelyn said they off the office today and gotten so many compliments on my G'wan fit today. Yes, right?
Because she be slaying. She do not play.
Miss Joycelyn be slaying. And Miss Joycelyn, how old is your mom? Your mom be slaying in the G'wan. I have women from in their early 20s to their 80s rocking the G'wan. My pieces are tight.
Her 90s. Yeah. 90.
Look at God.
Is it 91?
Look at God.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy is 90 and Miss Joycelyn is 63.
Yep.
Right? My style, my clothing, it doesn't have an age. I don't believe I dress a particular way, and I think that we can be sexy and alluring without, I don't know how to say without hurting people's feelings, without showing all your goodies to the world. Well, I'm a lady.
Yeah.
I'm a MF lady, right? That cuss a lot and drink rum sometimes, right? And so I don't need to show all my things to the world to be sexy and alluring. And this is what I create. This is what my women love. This is what we are about. We are ladies of a particular age and act as such, darling. Okay? Unless we on vacay, then, oh, girl, they don't know me around here. Next vacay, I'm wearing a thong. They gonna get all this big juicy jingly booty. Who decided a bad word was a bad word?
It was the aspect of creation. It's all about suppression. It's putting people in the box. And this is why I think some of the young girls are back with more of the body sharing, because they're not ashamed of their bodies. I feel like it's an act of rebellion. I feel like they're tired of people saying, like, you know, you're a good girl, so a good girl should, you know, dress good girlish. What is good girlish? What is bad girlish?
Right.
Who are you? And so a lot of them are just trying to find their identity in a world where we just start to find so much things have been sold to us, but they're not true about us.
Let me tell you, I am having the biggest spiritual awakening and identity awakening since November. I've been reading a lot of different books, seeing things and going, I've been lied to my whole goddamn life. Like my whole life. Right? I grew up on an island. We didn't have to deal with a lot of things. I didn't deal with prejudiceness until I came to the mainland. I didn't know what that meant. Right? And it's not putting my head in the sand or anything.
Just the world that you were in, and it was your truth. It's the world you lived in, and then now in the world you live in now, you like, hold on, I got to restructure this thing on how I look at it, because these people swallow me whole if I allow them.
Come on now.
I'll lose the whole core of who I am if I allow them. So you gotta adjust for where the times are now, so that you can be a thriver and not scrambling. Trying to survive.
That's a whole nother private Zoom call, baby, because
Girl,
Facebook.
We need a rum and sip, wine and sip, grown women, yeah.
Because, baby, we need to. If you have not seen Sinners, I saw it again yesterday, girl. Pop, 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 pop. So for people who are saying that it's horrible, it's demonic, it's this, stop it right now. Stop it right now. That they tell me that you don't get it. But go seek knowledge if you don't get it. But don't knock the movie, because there's so much to be seen in there. What do you call that when it's there but it's not there? That what he did, what Ryan did.
That's for Sharice. Sharice is the source, not me.
Sharice, are you still here? What's the word for that?
Sharice is out the source and dictionary. Okay, what are you talking about? That's not me. I'm not
just like no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And so those are the things, but I digress. Glenda said I was always spicy. G'wan just made me spicier. You are not lying. Mira, you are hot. I've been cussing since I was in 5th and 6th grade. I grew up in a house of cusses, Takora says. Miss Joycelyn said her mom is rocking G'wan and Shamere Young fashions today at her doctor's appointment. Listen, this is the stuff I love to hear, right? We are doing for we, right? They are doing for they. And I digress. Let me stop.
I'm going to take this bra off.
All right. I love you. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Woo, child. All right, let's recap the 2 prints and then I'm out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. So this is Feathered Peacock Lore. This is Peacock Lore, as well as I'm being lazy and not want to get up off the chair. So this is Peacock Lore, and this is Feathered Flame, because the peacock feathers kind of look like a flame coming out. And you are absolutely today is the last day at midnight to order your prints. Once they are gone, they are archived and we will never bring them back. That's it. If I'm a print head and I can create prints real easy. It's what I love doing. So it's not even an issue. Anybody got any questions, concerns, or outbursts? I will give you a minute. I'm sorry, keep your outburst. I see you got, oh, I see you guys coming in with your requests. All right. So definitely send we'll send, wait, what? We will send your invoices out today. So I'll go to the email and send out the invoices. Send your email to info@gwanbysharon.com. That's GWANBY. Sharon is spelled CHARON.com with your request, and we could talk back and forth and get it all done. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it was a pop-up on a random Monday, and I may come back live tonight. I don't have it scheduled, but it just depends because I have so much to do today. And so G'wan Style Your Life may not come, but we plan to have a guest in a couple of weeks. And I am looking for more guests. So if you're a G'wan gal and you would love to be on my podcast, definitely hit me up as well. I would love to, we can talk, and I'll make sure, so I'm glad that I did this before my guest came on so that I can know that we got to do it a different way to make sure that we can connect and see everybody versus holding up a phone and doing all the things. I love you guys all the way to wholeness. I will talk to you later. Smooches.